sisters. Hello, my name is Cesaros. I am 28 years old. I am autistic. I want to talk about different speech impediments that are related to autism, like echolalia. Echolalia. This is a repetition of phrases or sentences that a person has heard before. It can be immediate. It could be immediate repeating what was just said, or delayed a repetition. It is echolalia. This is the repetition of phrases or sentences that a person has heard before. It can be immediate, repeating what was just said, or delayed. It could be repeating something heard earlier. For example, a child might respond to a question by repeating the same question back. I have talked about this. I have talked about this the day before yesterday, and I have experienced the second form of echolalia, where I am able to remember something from a long time ago, or it could be a word or a sentence, and I remember it. It is I am able to. It, Hello, my name is Azuros. I am 28 years old. I am autistic. I am an autistic assessor. I want to talk about 5 different language impairments that an autistic person may have. Autistic individuals may experience a variety of speech impediments that affect their communication abilities. Here are 5 different speech impediments commonly observed in autistic individuals. Echolalia. This is the repetition of phrases or sentences that a person has heard before. It could be immediate repeating what was just said, or delete repeating something heard earlier. For example, a child might respond to a question by repeating the same. They might respond to a question by repeating the same question back. I have remembered words from a long time ago, and I found myself repeating them, and it I remember a time that I was at school. I was repeating a word because I found it interesting, and it got it has caught the people's attention. They can also have a monotone or robotic speech. Some autistic individuals may speak in a flat, monotone voice or use a robotic tone, which can make their speech sound less expressive or affect their ability to convey emotions. I have also experienced this. I I think you could notice that my voice is not as smooth. I have a monotone or robotic speech. I've had this since I was a kid, and I continue to have it. I am more expressive when I am more comfortable around people. I I think that my sentences flow better when I am around people, and I think I, I think that my sentences flow when I'm around people that I feel comfortable around. But when I am not comfortable around a person, I tend to stutter a lot, and sometimes if I'm not stuttering, I have a monotone or robotic speech. The third one is pragmatic language impairment. This includes difficulties in using language appropriately in social contexts. Autistic individuals may struggle with taking turns in conversations, staying on topic, or understanding social cues, which can lead to awkward or inappropriate interactions. I have I do not remember experiencing this one where I am cutting when I'm cutting someone off or um, when I'm having an inappropriate interaction with someone. I do not remember having this one. I can understand how this may affect different people who have autism, different people. Like I know how it can affect people's interactions, their social cues, and relationships with others. I think it's good to have a. I think it's good to have an inclusive environment that is supportive to different autistic people that may have different speech impediments. Uh, uh, And the fourth one is a repetitive or rigid language. This involves using the same phrases or sentences, repeating. This involves using the same phrases or sentences repeatedly, often in contexts where they do not make sense. For instance, a child might continuously repeat a line from a favorite TV show during during unrelated conversations. I I think that this one seems slightly similar to echolalia, but it is a different. It says often children with ASD who can speak will say things that have no meaning or that do not relate to the conversations they are having with others. For example, a child may count from 1 to 5 repeatedly amid a conversation that is not related to numbers, or a child may continuously repeat words he or she has heard, a condition called echolalia. It is immediately echolalia occurs when the child repeats words someone has just said. For example, for, for example, the child may respond to a question by asking the same question in delay of echolalia. The child repeat words heard at an earlier time. The child may say, "Do you want something to drink?" whenever he or she asks for a drink. Some children with ASD speaking in high pitch or sing-songy voice or use robot-like speech. Other children may use a stock phrases to start a conversation. For example, a child may say, "My name is Tom," even when he talks with friends or family. Still, others may repeat what they heard on television programs or commercials. Uh, when I read more about when I read more about a repetitive or rigid language, I can relate to it more. I think I do repeat words often. I this example also does relate to me. Like I may say my name is Zeus, even when am talking to a friends or used to. It has gone with my neuro interest of astronomy as well. So it is because it says neuro interest and exceptional abilities. Some children may be able to deliver an in-depth monologue about a topic that holds their interest, even though they may not be able to carry on a two-way conversation about the same topic. Others may have musical talents or an advanced ability to count and do math calculations. Approximately 10% of children with ASD shows advanced skills or extremely high abilities in specific areas, such as memorization, like a calendar, a calculation, in music, or math. I have a very strong interest in astronomy. I am able to remember a lot of the planets and their details, the type of stars they orbit, and how long it takes that planet to orbit the stars. I have a high interest in how Jupiter's, for example, like how Jupiter's are planets that orbit the stars in a close range. They're the size of Jupiter, but they orbit the star in a close range. Which, which are one of the first planets being, which one of the first planets being 51 Pegasi b. It was once thought that those planets were. It was once thought that those planets were the most common. It, those planets were very rare, but like it turns out that those planets are very common. It turns out that our solar system is not very common so far. That so far with our knowledge of discovering different solar systems, our solar system seems to be rare. It says poor nonverbal communication skills. Many autistic individuals have difficulty with nonverbal communication, such as using gestures or maintaining eye contact. This can hinder their ability to express themselves effectively and understand others. It says children with ASD are often unable to use gestures, such as pointing to an object to give meaning to their speech. They often avoid eye contact, which can make them seem rude, uninterested, or inattentive without meaning. Gestures or other nonverbal skills to enhance their oral language skills. Many children with ASD become frustrated in their attempt to make their feelings, thoughts, and needs known. This may act out their frustrations through vocal outbursts and other inappropriate behaviors. I have seen this before where it was a student that was upset, like he was not able to get his thoughts across. I do not know if he was autistic or not, but he was unable to get his thoughts across, and he had an outburst. I am the opposite of this poor nonverbal communication skills. I often try to express by a body language of how of what I am trying to convey. It, it is a way to help me to better express myself, especially when I am when I am a stutter. I often have I often avoid eye contact, which can uh, which can make me seem uninterested. I I would say with the second one, I have studied more with it. I have studied prosody as well. I know about prosody now. I have known about prosody since last year. Have studied. I have studied. It has a background. Many individuals with autism spectrum disorder present with unusual or odd sounding prosody. Despite this widely noted observation, prosody abilities in autism spectrum disorder is often perceived as an under-researched area. Aims this review seek to establish whether there is a prosthetic disorder in autism, which with that generalizations can be made about its various with its various with its various manifestations, or whether these manifestations vary according to the diagnosis. A literature review was carried out to establish what areas of paucity and autism spectrum disorder have been researched to date, what the findings have been, and to determine what areas are yet to be researched. These main contributions. It is shown that paucity and autism spectrum disorder is an under-researched area, and that there were research has been undertaken finding often conflict. The findings of these conflicts studies are compared and researched and made for areas of future research. It says that conclusions, research, and areas are covered mostly. It has covered mostly prosthetic expression, although some more recent studies cover comprehension. It says processing and the relationship of repetitive prosthetic ability to theory of mind, fighting conflict and methodology varies greatly. Yeah, like a pussy, have I have seen a person that was on YouTube, and they were having an unusual like a speech, like like they were having an unusual voice, and it was said to be a prosody. Prosody is it can affect speech patterns and the way one's voice itself. It says these speech impediments can vary widely among individuals of the autistic spectrum, and their severity can differ based on the person's overall communication skills and social development. I also understand like it is still research to whether like stuttering and autism is whether autism and stuttering is related. Let's see. It says yes, autism and stuttering can be related, although they are distinct conditions. Research indicate that there is a potential link between autism spectrum disorder and stuttering, with some individuals experiencing both conditions simultaneously. Understanding the condition, it says a prevalence study suggests that stuttering may be more common among individuals with autism than in general population. For instance, approximately 4 to 5% of children with autism experience. It says autism exhibit as it says approximately 4 to 5% of children with autism exhibit it is a stutter. It is compared to that of 1% of children in general and in a general population. It says that speech and language development, both autism and stuttering involve challenges with speech and language development, but they manifest differently. Children with autism may experience delayed language. It says delayed language acquisitions and different with social and it says different with social communications, which can lead to increased anxiety and frustration when speaking. That this anxiety may contribute to stuttering behaviors. It says neurological and genetic factors. There are there there are neurological and genetic components associated with both conditions. Brain imaging study has shown differences in brain structure related to speech production and processing in individuals with autism and who stutter. It says that certain genes linked to speech and language development have also been implicated in both conditions. Anxiety and social factors. Anxiety is a common issue for both individuals with autism and those who stutter. So social anxiety can can exacerbate. It says it can exacerbate communication difficulties, leading to a cycle where anxiety increases stuttering, and stuttering increases anxiety. Individuals variability. It says that the relationship between autism and stuttering can vary widely among individuals. Some may experience significant speech. They can experience significant speech differences, while others may not experience stuttering at all. The presence of stuttering in individuals with autism may also depend on cognitive and language ability. I want to read more about this. It says autism is not a disease; it is a spectrum disorder. Even today, neuroscientists, psychologists, and it says neuroscience psychologists and psychiatrists know little about the cause of autism. It is not hereditary or does not happen due to external injuries during childhood. It is also some research that says that it is a it is hereditary, which I do not know whether it is hereditary or not. Researchers classify autism spectrum disorder (ASD) as a pervasive developmental disorder. Autism spectrum disorder comes with a myriad of signs and effects. As you have possibly understood by now, these effects are usually a mix of good and bad. Some children and adults with ASD may be excellent in mathematics, arts, and creativity, while at the same time they may have trouble communication, maintaining relationships, and observing social norms. It says similarly, many who are in the spectrum also have fluency disorders, such as fluency disorders include stuttering. Stuttering manifests in the form of repetitions, blocks, and prolongations. For example, a word like cup may sound like a cup, like due to repetitions of a cup, due to the prolongations. Stuttering in people with autism is typically restricted to the beginning of the first syllable of a sentence, of a single syllable word, or a second syllable of a longer word. And and letters and letter repetitions are not common for this type of stuttering. Autism and stuttering may have long-standing relationship. Sadly, there's no objective data that quantifies the incidence of stuttering among the population with ASD. Modern research is providing the scientific communication with evidence of an intricate relationship between autism and stuttering. It says a clutching or word final fluencies. According to according to studies of, according to studies of, published by Catherine by Kathleen Skiller Scott, that stuttering is like deficiencies are common in those with Asperger's syndrome. Where the Asperger's syndrome exhibits a deficiency speech as compared to 40 out of 100 with high functioning autism. However, right now, no study can conclusively state how many children with ASD also stutter. I want to say thank you for the podcast. Like, share, and subscribe to share, and subscribe to our channel. This is the autistic movement, and have a great day.